A Divine Interception, written by Lorana Hoops, copyright 2021. Narrated by Lorana Hoops, audio copyright 2021. Chapter 1. Carter. Carter blinked at the woman across from him as she flipped her hair over her shoulder and droned on about her latest yoga class. She was beautiful. Every man in the room had looked at her at least once. But she was also vapid. He couldn't remember a more painful date, and he'd been on plenty of bad ones. Usually, there was some redeeming quality he could find in the woman. She loved football. They liked the same movies. They both enjoyed exercising. But with this one, he supposed some people might consider yoga exercise, but he certainly didn't. She barely knew what football was, just that he played it and was good enough to be on the starting line. And she preferred sappy romances to action flicks. There would be no second date with this one. Of course, there rarely was. Carter had learned long ago that long-term relationships were not in his future. However, if he were honest with himself, he would admit that these 1 or 2 date hookups were not fulfilling him either. "When are you going to find a good woman and settle down?" Jefferson's words echoed in his head. Ever since he'd proposed to Lucia, that question had been posed more and more often. Not only by Jefferson, but by the other guys on the team as well. Carter loved playing for the Texas Tornadoes, but he was surprised by how many of the other men were either already married or in serious relationships. Didn't they realize this was the time in life to taste the different flavors? They wouldn't be young and fit and famous for long. He'd seen what happened to players when they got too old. If they were lucky, they went on to be announcers or spokesmen, but most simply faded away, disappearing from the public eye and memory, unless they happened to be caught in some scandal or unflattering picture, weighing twice what they had when they played the game. Carter hoped he would age gracefully. After all, his father was in his 50s and still looked good. "Don't you think so?" What?" The woman's high-pitched voice pulled him.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?